If you want to watch your favorite comedian get Luke Skywalker to do coke, then go to the movies this weekend.
I'm such a fan. I'm so excited to talk to you.
Oh, thank you.
I've been a fan ever since I saw you on the Anna Faris podcast many years ago. Dude, that was my intro.
That was a great podcast. We got wasted.
I could tell.
We got wasted at 10 in the morning. I walked in, she's like, glass of wine. I was like, I'm fucking falling in love.
She was amazing. I started listening to her because after I got this job, I was like, I should figure out how to do it.
Yeah. And she's great. She's a great interview. She's a great person. I adore her.
Yeah. That was my intro to you and Tom, and then you had your own show, and I was like, sweet.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is such a perfect premise for a movie, a sequel to it feels reductive to call it a stand-up routine, but because you're a storyteller, that's such a distinction that I like to make with you.
No, I appreciate it. I think it's the secret in the sauce is the secret sauce in the sauce, whatever. It's like when I showed it to Rogan the first time, he looked at me and he goes, wait, this isn't just you're telling the story about you robbing the train in Russia? And I was like, no, it's a reimagining of it. And he was like, oh, wow, buddy, this is going to be a good movie. I was like, oh, like that's what I'm excited for people to see, that it's like a legit movie.
Yeah, no, totally. Like in the first act, I was like, I could, but before you get kidnapped, I was like, I would totally watch the Kreischers in a This Is Us Parenthood kind of situation.
That would be great.
Drama. Awesome. I'd watch that for 5 seasons.
Oh, that would be great. Oh yeah, I think that was when I watched it, I started the opening scene where they come in to the casino and you meet the gangster. I started bawling, crying. I was like, I could watch this if I ever get paralyzed. Play this on a loop. That's all I want to see.
You did it. So was there any kind of like special preparation? Did you have to like take acting classes or whatever? Or did it all come natural to you?
No, I didn't. I am playing me, so I was like, any choice I made as an actor was a choice that Bert would have made. So I worked out really heavily because I knew I was going to do action scenes, and I wanted to be in shape to be able to do them. And one of the caveats they said is like, don't lose weight. We don't want you to lose weight. We need you fat. And so I was like, I can do that. I'll start eating pasta for breakfast. And so yeah, I didn't really prepare too much. As a real dummy, I just read the script every day. I just read the script. If I wasn't doing anything, I just read the script. Go into the sauna, read the script. I just read it so much that it just felt like it was in the back of my head.
That's the movie. And if you know it, then you know the movie, right?
Yeah.
And I imagine that there's a fire under your ass at all times of if you don't knock it out of the park, Tom's never going to let you hear the end of it.
Oh, yeah. Tom said to me, right before I left for Serbia, he was like, hey, man, fucking kill it, and you will set all of us up for the next 30 years of our lives. He's like, go out there and fucking kill it. And I gave myself, man, I didn't even talk to my family barely. Like, I just was like, I'm here for this one event. This one event is the most important thing that'll ever happen in my life. And I just wanted to do it. Like, I remember graduating high school and being like, dude, I killed it in high school. Like, I don't want to go back to high school. I'm done. I'm ready for the next phase. That movie, I feel so confident that I gave it everything I had, every ounce of my body. And I had the time of my life.
I can tell it works so well. Last question: if there's a secret weapon, it's Marky Mark Hamill.
Oh my God!
As your dad, was there a wall full of every 70+ guy in Hollywood, and you had to whittle it down to one, or was it always going to be Mark?
No, we got on a Zoom, in a casting Zoom, and Mary Parent just leaned into the camera, and we were talking about who's going to play the dad, and Mary Parent leans in and goes, your dad is going to be played by Mark Hamill. I set up a Zoom for tomorrow at 3 p.m. I hope you guys enjoy each other. And I'm like, how the fuck did you get Mark Hamill? Like, how the fuck, do we really have Mark Hamill? Like, is this a real option? And then I get on a Zoom with him, and the first thing he says is, why don't you wear a shirt on stage? And it immediately, that's what my dad says. He goes, Shecky Green wore a shirt. And a nice blazer would look nice and respectable. It was like he had already done research on my dad, and he was hitting it out of the park. And I called them up. I was like, if we can get him, that is a home run. And we got lucky enough. His son, Nathan, was a fan of mine. And so he told his dad, he goes, Dad, this guy's funny as shit. You should do this movie. And I mean, God, I thank God for Nathan.
Well, thank you so much. It's an honor and a privilege to get to talk to you. Sometimes I wake up and I want to go to the movies and I want to see Luke Skywalker and my favorite comedian kick some Russian bad guy ass.
Fuck
Not to get political or anything.
I'm gonna steal that. If you guys want to watch Luke Skywalker and your favorite comedian kick some Russian ass,
then watch The Machine.
if you want to watch your favorite comedian get Luke Skywalker to do coke, then go to the movies this weekend.
Perfect. 10 out of 10. Thank you so much.
Thank you, brother.